Welcome back to the Lies of P 100% complete walkthrough guide, and today we're continuing, friends. Follow me through this level again, and now we're back at Hotel Krat. Pretty cool actually. We took the train and have now arrived here. So guys, give that thumbs up a push and let's get started right away. So when we arrive here there isn't much to collect at first. That's why we'll grab the elevator and ride it down. Once we get here, we can go out and see the beautiful Hotel Krat. Just follow this path and you'll automatically end up down here at the entrance. It's really quite simple. And from there we can enter the hotel as it once was. Just walk straight through here and you'll already see the crafting machine. Here you can craft yourself a new Legion arm. You've already found a Legion plug, so feel free to swap it if you want and choose one of the two Legion arms. In any case, make sure to grab the chest here as well because it contains an important item, namely the upgrade core. We'll of course take the upgrade core with us, and with it we can upgrade our P organ. So go to the chair. This is a new feature from the DLC. If you press R2 now, you'll enter the upgrade menu and can use your quartz here to enhance your abilities. Luckily, I still had quite a bit of quartz left, so I went all out and used it to really boost the good stuff, especially for attack. Feel free to do the same to become stronger. Once you've done that, we can of course take a quick trip down here because there's the workbench and that's where we want to go. Use it, because now we can repair the broken whetstones we found, giving us brand new whetstones that we can then apply to our weapon. So, go in there and carefully repair your whetstones. You now have two new whetstones here, one for slash attacks, meaning increased damage for slash attacks, and one for thrust attacks, so one for faster weapons and one for slower weapons. Then move on and you'll quickly find the Stargazer and you can take your time to explore the hotel. If you have activated the Stargazer, then you can of course talk to this colleague over here again, and there you go through all the dialogues and you will receive a whetstone coding capsule. Really make sure to go through every dialogue option with him here. Once we've done that, we move on. Specifically, we turn around and grab the crumpled letter on the dresser back here, and of course we take it with us. Then turn around and walk over here and you'll see the records. Yeah, and that's a bit of a problem because you really need all the records here, including those from the main game and from NG+, which is why the trophy is honestly a real pain. Well, great. Anyway, let's continue here and head down the stairs on the lower left. You can already see the next NPC, the Klaus. Of course, we'll talk to him in a moment as well, but first, grab the letter from an old friend here and of course we can read it. Once you have that in your inventory, head over to Klaus and go through all the dialogue options with him so we can progress his storyline. Otherwise, you can also go in here and exchange the ancient records. You should have two of them now, and we'll exchange them for the Mask of the Great Adventure and of course the collar with bell right here. So go ahead and buy these two items here, but otherwise you shouldn't spend anything else for now. Once you've bought them, we can move on. We'll need to find the cat soon, but after we're done with Klaus, we'll head up to the first floor first. So we'll head back here and simply go up the stairs. That's where the beautiful tree is, and there's still quite a bit to collect here. I also wonder why the tree is already blooming here, even though it's supposed to be in the past and not blooming yet. Well, and we're actually the ones who make it bloom. In any case, you can buy a few things here and find a note, a letter delivered to the garden. And yeah, of course we'll take a look at that. Otherwise there's still something else to collect up here, and here's the tree. Naturally you can harvest the gold coin tree fruit here, but there's also a door up here. Back here in the corner, away from the tree, you can find the door to the Black Rabbit Hole. We'll open that later in the guide. First, head back. So go back to the main hall, basically to the Stargazer. And once you've arrived there, we'll first head to the back left corner and give the cat the bell. She'll be absolutely delighted, and since we're true animal lovers, of course we give her the bell, and she's really thrilled about it. So, after giving the bell to her, we head back towards Klaus and can now basically move on to the next level. Just go straight ahead and use the elevator at the back and you'll automatically reach the next section, and that's where things continue, folks. Once you've arrived here, just keep going straight ahead. Wait, stop! You know, whenever you take the elevator, there's usually something behind it, and that's the case here as well. Classic game mechanic. So, let's grab the chest here and pick up the Iron Wall Amulet. The Iron Wall Amulet, of course, sometimes you don't know what's in the chest beforehand, so you might use the wrong article. Anyway, just keep going straight ahead through the tunnel here. We've collected the chest, then head down here, and right away we find the next item, namely the Attribute Resistance Ampoule. There's nothing particularly special to pick up here, so we keep moving, open the gate here, and then reach the main stargazer in this area. And yeah, folks, now it's going to get pretty confusing because this area is really big and has a lot of strange spots. Definitely activate the stargazer first, and then we'll collect everything there is to find here. Remember, you can also modify your grindstone here and equip a different one. Just a quick reminder, from here we'll first head up this small staircase, and at the top we'll find another new door to the Black Hood Brotherhood gang, or whatever they're called. In any case, go through here, and in the back left is this door. Let's remember it, we'll open it later in the guide as well. So there are two doors from the rabbit hole that we'll open here. Just run straight ahead, dash through the crates, and then we'll also pick up the special cleaning ampoule here. Then we're back down here at the checkpoint, and now we'll follow the main path. I'll just go straight through here, and I've already taken out all the enemies. Grab the item on the left here. It's something cheap, namely a fire grindstone. Not exactly super useful, but of course we'll take it anyway. We can always use it at some point. The door over here of course doesn't open, and we'll only be able to get through this fog later once we've deactivated it. So for now we just keep going to the left and follow this path. And yes, there are a few more enemy friends coming up here. Be a bit careful. Run through here, and in the pipes on the left side there's a Legion magazine. Of course we'll take that with us. Walk along here, and personally I always find it pretty gross in these pipes. Take out the enemies and grab the Legion magazine. You can also go ahead and grab the one up there if you want, but we'll get that in a moment. First we'll quickly unlock the shortcut here, but you're welcome to go right and pick up the item already, because that's the only one there. But I just ran straight ahead at first and completely frozen. I unlocked the shortcut back here. There's also a frost resistance ampoule here. Yeah, I definitely could have used that. In any case, we'll open the door here and can basically head back to the stargazer. But we're not going to do that. We'll turn around, go back inside and grab the item down here. We actually left it behind right here. On the left you can pick it up, and here you'll get a half moonstone. Then head back and continue following the main path. So just keep going straight ahead, follow this path straight through, go through the tunnel here, and soon you'll run into the next enemies, of course. Sometimes there are still a few things locked behind doors and so on here, but we'll take care of all that later. So just keep going straight through here, and down here you'll encounter a few more enemies. Take them out quickly and grab the loot here. Once you've taken them down, pick up the sharp pipe here. Wow, a really good item. Just keep going straight ahead. And yes, there are a few more little enemies here. I took care of them quickly, and then we can just keep heading down here. Now we come to a fork. Both paths lead to the same place, but of course the better way is to the left. So that's the one we'll take. Watch out, an enemy will drop down from above here, out of some pipe or something. Definitely grab the Ergo crystal over there, and now be very careful. If you have stick drift, this part is pretty nasty. So drop down onto the pipe here and then head over this way. Careful, don't fall off. Quickly run across here and then get back onto the pipe. And there you can pick up another item. We'll take it. We've got the Miraculous Reinforcement Ampoule in our bag. Let's continue. If you drop down, first go through this pipe here and follow the path. You will see a ladder up ahead. That would be the ladder if we had taken the other route. So instead of going back up the ladder, we'll go behind it, because there's something nice to pick up back there. Technique cranklets, grab that, and then we'll continue along the main path. Careful, there's a tough enemy here who will really lay down heavy fire on you. I've already taken him out earlier, but feel free to go through and deal with him yourself. If you have trouble, maybe use the puppet string as well. Did you do that? By the way, he's up there, that's where I already took him out. Keep going through here and just carefully follow the light. Head through this long winding tunnel and then we'll come out on the other side of the tunnel. And now, yes, we're basically in the prison, or at least that's what I'd call it. Then head through here to the left. And here is that big guy I already dealt with earlier. Use the ladder here to climb up, and that way you'll stay on the main path. Go straight through here. There are a few more enemies here, but we took care of them quickly. Now head out here, guys. I let this play for now, since a lot of enemies show up and we'll clear them all out first. So have fun with that. I'll just let it run for now and we'll jump back in shortly. Be sure to grab the hidden moonstone here and then clear out the arena first. If you've finished everything here, then go into this cell. Inside you'll find a ladder that we use to go down. And down here there's also a chest that we definitely want to collect. Be a bit careful here so these crazies don't catch you. Then grab the chest afterwards. Quickly take care of them here. And they can be a bit annoying sometimes, even though they're actually easy. Grab the chest here as well. And then you'll get something nice, namely the stubborn amulet. Then head back up the ladder, of course, and now we are back on the main path. We can continue here now. Hopefully you've taken out all the enemies. Go straight through here and follow this path. There's some loot and stuff lying around, but something else is on the table. You should definitely pick that up, because here we get a crumpled interrogation report. We've got it. Let's leave cell, take a sharp left, another left, and there's something else lying in the cell. Of course we want to pick that up as well. Frost protection bottle on the bed, hole behind it, drop down soon. But first, let's head back. Let's take another look around here. Because if we go this way, we can go through back here, and all the way in the back right corner there's an elevator that basically serves as a shortcut for the Stargazer. Break the boards here as well and you'll find a small corpse. and it tells you a bit about the lore. And of course we'll do that to have a little conversation here. Once we've done that, we turn around and use the elevator to get back to the Stargazer, basically unlocking a little shortcut here. Head up here and feel free to recharge again. Definitely grab the frost covered instructions here, and in the back corner there's also a chest. If you head down here, you'll find it. We saw it earlier. Of course, we'll open it now and get ourselves something nice. Pick up the Legion Caliber Amulet, which we'll take with use. It increases your Legion Caliber. There's also a strange survivor here. We can go through the entire dialogue with him again. And then, of course, we can open the door here and we'll be back at the Stargazer, level up, and then, of course, use the elevator again to get back to the main path. So use the Stargazer to level up and then head straight back to the elevator and head back down into the level. And of course, that's where we continue. Once you've reached the bottom, head out this way again. Now we're going to head over to the hole back here. Just go straight through and drop down at the back. And things really kick off down there. So it's best to make sure you're fully stocked with potions. First, grab the items here and take out the enemy in the back, and then you can move on. Attribute vial in your inventory, and here we can go right through the boards. Now there's also a relatively strong enemy here, again one who shoots at us, so take him out and finish the guy off. Once you've done that, the guy is down, but he doesn't even drop any loot. Really nasty. Well, let's use the ladder here right away to continue through the area. So head up here, obviously, can't miss it. And up here another enemy will come at you right away. Feel free to grab the Dark Moon Covenant Moonstone here as well and open this door to unlock the shortcut. Yeah, let's just take care of him quickly now. Flat. And it's best to use the puppet string. It doesn't hit me when I'm dealing with the puppets. And then he's taken care of pretty quickly. Turn around and enter this cell. There's another hole you can fall through, but you've also unlocked the shortcut. We go down and continue from here. Watch out, there's a strong enemy, take him out quickly. And once you've done that, you can pick up a nice chest here. Just head over here and there's a chest you can open, so grab the item. And inside you'll find some nice things, namely the blade of a black puppet of the future. Okay. First, check your weapon durability again in case you've picked up a bit of corruption. You can then open the door here, which brings you back to the area where you just defeated that big shooting thing. And yes, we're actually done here now. So we can move on from here now. Of course, we can go back once and walk the whole way back. Back here we can drop down the ladder and end up in the sewers. Just keep going along here. And there will be a butterfly soon, so be quick and make sure to grab it. But don't let the enemies catch you and grab the item quickly, otherwise it'll be gone. If that happens to you, it's best to just reload or try again next time at the checkpoint. Walk along here again. I think there was a Dark Moonstone. I did it again, but I think I cut out the wrong section here. There definitely wasn't any quartz, I remember that, so it's not a big deal. Grab the Stargazer hero, I mean the Saw gear, of course. We'll take that with us and head up here. And then grab the item back here, half Moonstone. Yeah, we'll take that too. And this is where I died once, because a pretty tough enemy shows up here. So go through here and first I'll get my Ergo chunk back, and then we'll take care of this guy here. And then if you've managed that, that's great, because you'll get a finished cartridge. And we can go ahead and equip it too. It's already pretty good since it's a +1. Alright, after we've taken care of the big guy, we head over here. Skillfully pull the lever up and then the door opens. And yeah, now we can finally get out of this prison for the first time. Just by heading straight through. We should have checked everything here by now. Grab the progress crank here one more time and then continue on. Just keep following the path. You reach the next Stargazer and friends, things get a bit nasty here again because there's another one of those tricky Dark Souls style sections where you have to balance. And honestly, I never feel like doing those since we have to do this part twice. Go this way first to teleport back to the Stargazer, jump down, then over to the right in the corner. Clear out another group. There are actually two parts here, each with something good. One has an ancient disc and the other has a key to the rabbit hole. That's why you definitely need to do this part twice. Alright, first cross the bridge here. First, we'll take the first path and grab the fire canister back here. Then, of course, you can drop down here and walk across the beam to get to the other side. And there's still a bit more to collect over there. Germany's improved and cover. And here you can already see an item that we can't reach yet. That's why we have to go through here twice, because now comes the decision, do I jump to the left or to the right? Yeah, it's all a bit tricky, because if we go down here now, which is what we're gonna do from the ladder, then we won't end up on the other side. So we'll jump down here once, and then go along this way. And yes, you can go down here again, and you'll arrive right at the Black Rabbit Burrow key. So just let yourself drop down here, be a bit careful again, and then cross over the bridge here. Watch out, the frost here is pretty brutal. Don't let yourself get knocked down here, run across the bridge, grab the item Moonstone of the Covenant hand down there, that's where the key is as well. Drop down here to get the Rabbit Burrow key. Once you drop down, you can't get back over there. Use the pocket watch to teleport back to the Stargazer. And then we can get across there as well. Of course, you can also just drop down here and follow the path, but then you won't get an ancient disc. So just head back to the Stargazer, repeat the whole process, go all the way through here again, and then drop down here once more. Yes. Then take out the enemy here again, just like before. And now things will be a little bit different, because this time we're going to cross the bridge again. And yes, we're going to head this way now and take a look, because down here you can already see the glow. That's the other path we're choosing now. So we'll drop down here first and then onto the bridge here, which is a bit easier. And now we can use this path to get across here. And then on the left is again the item we can't pick up. Actually, we can get it now. We just go over here and drop down onto this ledge. It's a bit odd, but there's a kind of walkway there where we can land. Grab the item, then go through the pipe to take the other path, basically running. There are more enemies, eliminate them. Be careful in the pipe with large weapons, it can get tricky. Sometimes you'll get cat dust here, and you can also take out a few more enemies. Just keep moving forward here, and as I said, be careful so they don't kill you. In the left corner here, you'll find the ancient disc. Then follow this pipe all the way through, and you'll come out right back at this spot. Just like Super Mario, basically coming out of the pipe. Where the ladder is here, yes, and from here we want to go left again, head through here, and then drop down here like this, and then we can keep going through here and continue along this way. And then we go through the pipe here and pick up the frost protection ampoule, take out the enemies here, be careful. It can get really nasty if both of them start shooting at you. Of course, we'll also grab the Gemini emergency protection, keep going through the pipe and drop down again here. And now you basically come out on the other side, and now you've really collected everything, and you can then let yourself drop down here and continue following the main path. Now you've grabbed everything, the key and disc. Great. We'll take out the enemy here, take the pipe and path, and then reach the next section. Keep going straight and you'll see the next Stargazer. Boss fight ahead. If you don't want spoilers, skip this part, but go in. I'd recommend the following for the boss. It's best to use acid grindstones to really deal with the boss, especially since he's both human and puppet. The string is always useful when he charges at you. You can use it to interrupt him effectively. When he's lying on the ground like that, he doesn't take any damage. So just wait a bit until he gets back up. Yeah, and then you can defeat him pretty easily here with a heavy weapon. I'm using the saw blade as my weapon, but be careful, he really deals a lot of damage, so watch out a bit. But the puppet string is really good. Guys, it always knocks him down, and pretty quickly he'll switch to acid mode. And then you can just finish him off bit by bit. And don't forget to use your special, so have fun with the fight. And of course, if you manage to beat the boss, that's definitely awesome. Then talk to the boss again and you get a short dialogue. Here we go through all the dialogue options and then choose the last one at the end. Veronica Salotiren. Veronica, it's apparently her name. Well, definitely saluted once. And then we're done with that. We'll get our loot, which is really quite decent. Additionally, you'll get the cold storage control key, which we're of course going to use right away to turn off the cooling and grab a few more things. So head over to the console here, press it once, and off you go. Once we've turned off the cooling, we're not going to move on immediately, but instead head back to the Stargazer first, because now we can do a bit of backtracking. So make sure to use it to teleport back specifically to the silent underground facility. Exactly, and that's where we want to go, because now we can head to the right here. The cooling is off now, so just go straight through here. And here you'll see the enemy we already know. We'll just quickly take him out since he's in our way, and then head straight down here. You can already see something glowing over there. There's a nice item coming up. Just take out this guy real quick. It should be pretty easy. Puppet string is just brutal here. I just think it's the best. Puppet string is unmatched. In any case, we're not going this way, but rather into the ice here. There used to be ice down here, and now we can pick something up, namely the determination crank. Of course, we'll take that with us, and we can't get through here for some reason. And not there either. First, head back to the Stargazer, because now we can pick up a few things here. So just run all the way back to the Stargazer and then just quickly grab something, go through here once, and then we are back. Yeah, from the Stargazer you could have used the pocket watch. Of course, let's just jump down here. There's a door to open in the left corner here, and of course there are still some nice tasty things here. Go inside, take out the enemies, and you can grab a bit more loot there. So grab them and take care of them quickly, and there are some more nice things here, take them out. Then we can go over here to the back right corner. Another crazy lady, eliminate her. Back is magnificent. Ergo chunk, also a safe to open. And we get something really nice here, namely Legion Caliber. Well, not all that amazing, but of course we'll take it anyway. Head back out, and then we follow this pipe here. There's actually a whole hidden path here, so just follow the pipe along. And of course there are some more enemies here. I've already cleared them out for now. Careful, these little bastards here can be pretty nasty when there are two of them and they freeze you. So really, I honestly hate them. I just don't like them. Well, I took them out, of course. So we just keep going straight through along this pipe here and then follow the path. There's a section, just drop down and you'll see the lamp turns on. So we go right. And here, friends, be careful. It totally caught me off guard and knocked me out right away. Yeah, that's always the case with butterflies. The second time I went in, they didn't react. Last time one guy grabbed me and the other one spat at me. Yeah, I was down pretty quickly there. But as I said, just grab the butterflies here and you get something nice in return. Namely, an ancient disc. Yeah, we've already got a few of those now, and of course we'll need them later on. That's why we'll take this one with us. If necessary, we can always trade them for quartz, which is also good, of course. So, of course, we'll take the ancient disc with us, turn around again, and follow the main path here. And yes, there will be a few new enemies coming up. Watch out. There are some here, take them out quickly, and back here in the right corner you can pick up something nice. And here you'll also find another large Ergo block. Pick that up, turn around, and continue along the path here. You'll then encounter a relatively strong enemy here. Take him out quickly, and you can collect his courage. That's another nice little bonus. So we'll grab that as well once the guy is dead. And yeah, I got a bit startled because the guy next to him looked like he was still alive, but he isn't. He's actually already dead and just twitching. Creepy. Anyway, let's grab the loot here, friends. And then we'll move on. There's a small door back here. We've picked up a magnificent Ergo crystal. Then go through this door here and grab the chest. And here we get something nice as well. And yeah, this is a small area where someone basically used to live. We also get a newspaper clipping here. Of course, we'll take that with us too. And here we can learn something about the past. Pretty interesting. Use the pocket watch so you don't have to walk all the way back. Then teleport to the last Stargazer. Or maybe even straight to the hotel. Well, let's use the Stargazer first and teleport back. Alright, now we've arrived back at the Stargazer, and now we'll head up here again, namely up the stairs. And now we can open the rabbit hole here, so of course that's what we'll do, that's why we're going in here. After all, we've earned the key fair and square with that climbing section. So let's open this up and grab our reward straight from the safe. And what's in there? Anything nice? Namely another outfit and the Black Death protective gear. Yeah, great. We've got those in our inventory and we are moving along as things are about to get tricky. I thought it was tough to figure out, but actually cool. Well, back to the Stargazer in any case. But first, let's teleport again. So now we're heading back to the hotel and opening the last door as well. You may wonder we don't have a key, but we do. Go to equipment, then costumes, and you can put on the Black Gang outfits, the Rabbit Gang. And here we'll first put on the protective clothing of the Black Death. That way we'll receive the Brotherhood's family photo and we can take a look at it accordingly. Yes, of course we also have a second outfit and we'll use that now for the key. First, let's head up here, up to the tree where the door was the one we want to use now. Just walk straight through here. And back here is the door, which we're going to open now as well, even though we don't have a key. But actually, we already have the key, because if we now go into the costume and put on the hunting attire of Piercing Death, which is also an outfit of the Black Rabbits, then we also get the key to the rabbit hole here, as well as a new note. And that's obviously ideal. That way we can now open the door back here. We also received the Brotherhood's note. We then open the door here and can go inside. Yes, of course, we'll use the safe as well and grab what's inside right away. The next costume, which we'll naturally put on again, namely the hunting attire of Penetrating Death. Yes, we'll definitely take that with us and put it on right away. And then there's another item. Go to equipment, put it on, get the delivery receipt, everything's done, end of guide. We've collected everything, and I'd be happy if you tune in again next time. I'm putting on the bunny ears for a cool costume. See you next time.